We are in for a treat in this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Now, here's George. And here's Leonard from 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. In the corner, it's Bain. He's off on that one. Outside Leonard. Outside Jackson. George with no one around. Off target with his 3. Memphis with the ball.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin, but give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Pass to Bain. Leonard with the steal. And now here we go with George. Nobody back. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
You know what? We see this time and time again. Turnovers lead to a break and then points at the other end.
Here's Adams. Here's Bain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target from outside. Grizzlies have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Jackson against Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Jackson misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Zubac the pass to Morris. Back to Zubac. Outside, George. For the 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson kicks to George. Leonard looking over the floor. Zubac in the post. Adams defending. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Brooks driving in, and he banks in the layup. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA, and now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
1:06 left here in the opening quarter. Jackson drives in, capitalizes off the crossover.
Able to switch gears at a moment's notice. Jackson beating this man off the dribble.
Morant passes to Bain. Memphis moving that ball around. Morant against Jackson. And it's Morant missing. The Clippers have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Morant Morant against Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Nice move. And the dunk by Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Morant finds Jackson. Here's Brooks. Morant surveying the D. And again, Memphis no good. Here's George. It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And the second quarter about to get started. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen so far from the Clippers, guys. What are your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Adams trying to free himself up. Chalk up 2 there. Morant's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Morant against Jackson. Dishes it to Leonard. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Beautiful from Kawhi, establishing himself and going to work. Love the confidence.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the claw is.
Morris outside. Outside, George. Takes it out to Leonard. Morris outside. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
As we know, there's no magic way to defend Kawhi Leonard. You just do the best you can each time down the floor.
And that one drops.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Outside for George. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for Bain. Nailed from 3-point land. Bain's got the lead up to 4 now for Memphis. Jackson against Morant. Leonard inside. Outside for George. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant passes to Bain. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Bain. That one misses. 80 that time from Leonard. Going inside. And the rejection by Jackson. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Bain against George. Outside Jackson. Outside George. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there, and I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Morant reaches to Jackson. Pass to Bain. Three-pointer. And again, there's the Grizzlies from deep.
Wow, what range from Bain!
Clippers trail by 5. closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Leonard finds Jackson. From deep, George. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Morant with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Tipped away. Stolen by George. And here we go with Leonard. Nobody back for the finish. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi difficult to stay with in transition.
Here's Morant. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, about a 76% shoot.
That's good from Morant. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Nobody near Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one. Morant against Jackson. Jackson passes to Bain. Jackson kicks to Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss. Clippers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. And Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. On the wing, Brooks. Bain passes to Jackson. Here's Morant. Driving inside. I thank you, David. Folks, don't go.
The Clippers, 20. The Grizzlies, 22.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins's 5. We've got Green, and it's Aldama at the 4 spot.
And if you let the little guy get airborne before you slide over to block him out, he can and will embarrass you on the boards.
The pass to Jones. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. Covington with the steal. Now here's Powell. He's tightly guarded. Covington dishes to Powell. With a tie. Knocked loose. Memphis leading. Here's Conshaw. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Norman Powell.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
It's it out to Covington. Out left to the wing. Man passes to Batum. It's rebounded by Memphis. Clark inside. Covered by Wall. Williams passes to Concho. Fires the 3. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now Covington. Still looking for his first bucket in this one.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Jones kicks to Williams. Back to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Ball with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Covington with it. Williams picks him up. Covington's shot is off. The Grizzlies shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. He takes it in.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged and everything has to be earned.
Ball passes to man. It's stolen by Green. Passes it to Concho. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. They kick it out to Green. The feed to Clark. Back to Green. Pass to Concho. On the clock. On deep. Jones, no luck.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
There's Williams. Good D by Covington. Clippers trail by 4. Here's man. Powell kicks to Batum. Powell against Williams. To the wing on the left. There's the 3. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Here's Green. Up and in on the layup. Green's got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
For his career, more than half of Green's shots have been three-pointers, but he can also hurt you a little in the lane.
Powell finds Batum. That one no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Outside, Green. Outside, Jones. Batum grabs the miss.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait, but you can't blame him.
Williams looking over the floor. He kicks it to Green. Back to Williams. Green with the ball. Wall with the steal. And so it's Memphis with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've been giving John Wall all sorts of problems. He's still at 20. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Back to Bain from deep three-point range, and they recover it. Brooks, the pass to Morant. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Morant's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Grizzlies. Outside Jackson. Out to Morris. George passes to Zubac. There's Jackson with the 3. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading by 9. It's Morant in the corner. Outside, Bain. They get the rebound.
And he's one of those guys you don't have to call plays for. Steven Adams is happy to eat the leftovers.
Jackson passes to Morris. Outside, Leonard. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
Morant kicks to Bane. Back to Morant. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Bane. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
George passes to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats. You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
Leonard against Brooks. Outside for Jackson. From downtown, drills the three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Back to Jackson. Now, here is Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to George. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Leonard. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 16 points for Leonard.
What strength from the seasoned veteran. Leonard loves going at defenders and scoring on them.
Morant kicks to Bane. Brooks for 3. No good on that one. The Clippers go the other way with it. And here's George. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 now from the night. Morant outside. Brooks with no one around. Good. And a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Payne for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Leonard inside. Brooks covering. And it's Leonard missing.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Memphis.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, whenever things started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And, you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Ja Morant.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play. And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
Effort's been there, check mark. The physicality, check mark. They set the tone for this game early on.
Here's Payne. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
We know he can pass it. He's a tough defender, and Desmond Bane can shoot it from all over.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Zubats, no good. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
Tip-off goes to the Clippers. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at point guard. Now here's George. Boom! He jams it straight down.
George's all-around game is very impressive. His passing has really grown. He's able to whip passes over to open teammates right on time and on target now.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Edwards against Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Jackson. The kick out to Edwards. Jack's up with 3.
Well, the quickness of Paul George on defense is something that very few players possess. I think he does a fantastic job rushing guys because of his presence.
5 to shoot. Goes back up. And Russell with the lay-in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Jackson pass to Morris. Leonard outside. From the left block. Rebound Minnesota. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl-Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much
much of a concern. Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Here's Russell, outside Edwards. Back to Russell, tipped. And it's the Clippers on the break. He goes up, and the dunk by Leonard.
You know, the intensity Leonard plays with on defense is impressive, using his huge hands to claw the ball away.
Outside Russell. Here's the three. Not going to go that time. The Clippers go the other way with it. Morris outside. Kicks it to George. Fires from deep. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist.
PG's really refined his three-point shooting. He's an absolute laser now from distance, and that's a big part of his offense.
Outside Edwards. To halt the run. Back to Russell. George with a steal. And they're on the break. Leonard passes to Jackson. And Gobert with a block.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots. Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Leonard. Morris outside. George outside. Over Edwards. Nice shot by George. George has got 5 now.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Outside Edwards. Russell a screen on George. Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's George. He's got 5. Fires the 3. Here's Jackson. It's blocked by Gobert. And they get it back. Got hacked and still got it to go.
Defensive foul. Anthony Edwards.
And Zubac's no good on that one. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Edwards. He's off on the layup. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Zubac into the lane. Kicks it out to Jackson. George outside. Launches a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's Russell on the assist from Edwards.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
George passes to Morris. Now here's George. He got it up. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter.
Your Clippers,
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
And the other thing you notice is how determined they've been to get into the paint and get buckets around the rim.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. So many incredible players, Clark. What elite talent really takes your breath away? Is it passing or shooting, handles, or maybe those high-flying dunkers?
Yeah, for me, I think it's seeing the game, and that goes back to passing. Being able to see a player so ahead, that really excites me because not many players can do that. Scoring, you got a bunch of guys that can do that. Athleticism is actually 13 to a dozen in today's NBA. So I like the vision and passing as the skill that most excites me.
Edwards can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's George. Count it. his 3rd and 5 attempts.
You know, George not content just to roam the perimeter now. He'll attack the heart of the defense as well.
It's Edwards on the wing. Russell a screen on George. Edwards a pass to Russell. Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. And Edwards slams it in.
And we all know how explosive Edwards can be, reminding us there with that thunderous slam.
Jackson outside. Reverses. Russell with the rebound.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
Pass to Towns. George with a steal. On the break. 3-pointer. And that comes off the assist by Morris. George has got 10 points in the game.
There's not much a defender can do when George decides to go up with the pull-up. I mean, you got to respect both his shooting and his driving ability because of his speed on the dribble.
Now here's Edwards. Give him 8. Outside Russell. Shot clock at 5. Here he goes. The shot no good. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort for Los Angeles. They've gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Out to Leonard. Gobert against George. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. It's Edwards on the wing. On the take. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 2.
Good on the second one. And here's Jackson. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Leonard outside. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Noel, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards, and it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Outside McDaniels. Gobert against Zubac. Back to Daniels. Pass to Noel. George with a steal. Morris left side. And the bucket is good. And the Clippers lead by 11.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
17 foul. Shooting for Minnesota.
The first one falls.
Shooting 2.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. The Clippers have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Jackson pass to Leonard and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. .110 left in the second. Pass to Noel. Shoots over George. Stolen by Jackson. Morris passes to George. The kick out to Morris. From outside the arc. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Morris has got 5 now.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's McLaughlin. It's stolen by Leonard. In transition, here come the Clippers. And a foul call. Looks like he had a clear path to the basket. They'll get 1 free throw, and they'll keep possession here. And he drops it first. And so Jackson nails both of them.
Already a very confident player. Knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson on the wing. From deep. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's McLaughlin. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Towns. 6 to shoot. And it's Towns with the power finish.
That's just a beautiful move by Towns. Really, he's got such a versatile skill set. There with the plus handles, man, he's got a lot to work with.
And the first half.
With the score, your Clippers, 29, the Timberwolves, 16.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
And, you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. And it's Noel in at shooting guard. Now here's Wall. And Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Powell in the post. On the wing man. Takes a 3. Rebound Minnesota. Here's McLaughlin. And he lobs it up top. Pass to Batum. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota basketball.
The Timberwolves shooting it with confidence. 54% so far. Here's Prince. There's a screen. Reed with it. Back to Prince. Batum pulls it in. They put together a solid lead.
And it doesn't seem like they're going to back off.
Wall, the pass to Batum. Here's Mann. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Just 5 to shoot. Powell for 3. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Clippers lead by 16. Here's Prince. To the middle. Pass to McLaughlin. The 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Kyle Anderson, second personal foul. Second team foul.
Boy, he's an outstanding defender and a very capable shooter. Covington is an extremely valuable role player.
Los Angeles has gone 4 of 9 so far from the perimeter. Wall, the pass to Powell. For 3, Covington. No good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Noel. Three-pointer. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
First team foul.
Hey, nice work attracting the foul from deep. He'll shoot 3.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he nails the 3rd. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Ball for 3. Out to Powell. Pass to Wall. Back to Powell. Here's Covington. Powell outside. Second chance shot. He's off on that one. Nice D from Anderson. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Outside wall. Back to Powell. The three is up. And the call over the back.
At least the over-the-back call comes from playing hard. But you'd like to see him get better position.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
17.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Noel. 4-3. And Wall pulls it down. The Clippers have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Mann. Minute 32 left in the third. Now here's Batum. Outside wall. 5 on the clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got his first points of the game.
You know, Batum is not just a scorer. He's a really good all-around player. Very effective at finding the open man, too.
They set the screen. Anderson for 3. Here's Reed. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouls.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Rivers has checked in for McLaughlin. For Los Angeles, they've gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Leonard for 3. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Rivers. And rejected. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. There's 48 seconds left in the third. Outside, Anderson. Let's go with a 3. Pass to Noel. From downtown. He can't get that one to fall. And Los Angeles the other way now. Leonard passes to Jackson. Leonard left side. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. George with a steal. Fires from deep. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, George really feeling it right now. Another bucket to his credit.
Back to Anderson. Here's Rivers. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
First 2.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Timberwolves shooting around 35% from the field so far. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Now McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. There's the 3. Knocks down the long J.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
George against Edwards. Jackson, the pass to George. From deep. They get the rebound. It's blocked by Gobert. Edwards against George. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Brent is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns.
Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. Russell, a screen on Leonard. McDaniels. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just a beautiful read by the former Buckeye Russell. So gifted at making those decisions.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubats. Back to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Edwards pulls it in. And the Timberwolves with possession here. It's an 18-point game. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
Jackson outside. Leonard on the wing. Back to Jackson. Morris left side. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Zubac's shot is off.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
McDaniels from long range. Nails it from 3.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. George outside. And again, another missed shot. Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the 4th. Russell with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And another 3 for Minnesota.
They're doing the job on both ends, getting stops and attacking offensively.
You know, it's taken a big run, but they were able to get back into this one. Very impressive. No quitting these guys.
Now here's Morris. George outside. And George with the jam.
Well, George rising up with great confidence and strength. Threw it down with authority.
Outside Edwards. A minute 42 left in the 4th quarter here.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And stolen by Gobert. To the inside, Prince. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Prince can really elevate now. He plays much bigger than 6'7", and we just saw an example of that there.
George outside. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Zubats. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. And here's Minnesota now. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Here's Prince. Oh, Leonard with the block.
Dominant defense from Leonard, making a big effort to get his hand on the shot and swat it down.
And they just didn't have enough to overcome this deficit. Chalk up this game as a fantastic victory for the Clippers.
You know, their ability to protect the ball helped win it for them.
Yeah, it really did. Less turnovers means you can get more chances to score. All coaches tell you to value every possession.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Now here's McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Boy, you like to see Edwards doing work on the glass, hitting the boards there, using his strength and athleticism to extend plays.
George outside. This one for 3. And they'll get another chance. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
Get ready for some NBA. And on the floor tonight, a collection of some of the league's brightest young players.
And make no mistake about it, these guys are a work in progress, but the talent is undeniable. Can't wait to see who becomes the alpha dog in this group.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Trent's out there with McDaniels. And it's Gobert in at the 5.
Well, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
Now McDaniels after the missed 3 from Desmond Bain. Back to McDaniel to the right side. Pass to Prince. 6 to shoot. Shot left block. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Memphis with the ball. One word you always hear the Grizzly players mention is chemistry.
Yeah, you can't fake chemistry. And it's true. When you ask these guys what makes their team special, they point out what a tight-knit group they are. Some people might not think chemistry is a big deal, but it is huge when it comes to this league.
And one thing is, if you look on paper, it can feel like there's chemistry. But as you know, sometimes it doesn't translate to the real world.
No, it does not translate. And then after that, if you don't have chemistry, you better have professionals.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Out to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Now the pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Morant against Russell. Morant kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Out to Brooks. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
So looking it over. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
And still growing, still learning, but the signs of becoming a top-flight scorer are there for D'Angelo Russell.
Now here's Morant. He's got 5. Passes it to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Back to Brooks. Adams, the pass to Morant. Lets it go from deep. No good. Shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
So it's the Grizzlies now. After the basket by Minnesota. Morant kicks to Jackson. Back to Morant. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got 7 points in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Edwards. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And it's so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Russell. Morant with another miss.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Russell, a screen on Jackson. Here's McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. 4-point game. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Brooks against Prince. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Brooks kicks to Jackson. And that does it for the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up by 4. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Timberwolves? Minnesota leading by 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Payne. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams and it's center. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Edwards, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's his first foul.
First team.
Edwards looking it over. His 3-pointers off the mark. Morant outside. Kicks it to Adams. Brooks dishes to Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Left side, Edwards. He feeds it to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
And he's got more than a few ways to beat you. Edwards will be aggressive when he has to initiate contact and create the and-one opportunity.
Now here's Morant. He has 7. He dishes it to Jackson. Back to Morant. Payne inside the 3-point line. And that one goes long. Timberwolves leading by 7.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant outside. Brooks kicks to Morant. Memphis moving that ball around. Jackson with it. Working on McDaniels. Grant. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got 6 rebounds in the game. Takes it inside. At the tip. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, there's one thing, Greg, that defines a modern NBA big man. It is mobility.
And they've got to be able to move their feet and really play in space. Otherwise, they just can't stay on the floor in today's game.
D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Timberwolves. There's Jackson with the 3. And stolen by Russell. Prince outside. From deep. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Edwards fires from way outside. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Looking to end the run. And it comes off the front of the rim.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Prince, the pass to McDaniels. Out to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. No good there. Adams, some nice D. Grizzlies have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Oh, well, he's checked in for Edwards.
It's that time of the game, everybody. Come on, and give away.
They throw good, Russell. And so Russell hits them both.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Marine. And while we got him on, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. Not that long ago, of course, the analytical team shot way more three-pointers, and they found a temporary edge. But now every team shoots a lot of threes, and it's more about personnel. When it's a superstar shooting the ball, that mid-range jumper can be very efficient. Guys?
And DA, we see it all the time. Brandon Ingram with the New Orleans Pelicans. KD, the two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. They hit those all day long. David, thank you. And there's the pass to Gobert. It's Prince on the wing. McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Jackson. Russell from long range. Here's Noel. Guarded by Bane. Russell. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morant kicks to Bane. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bane's got his first points of the game. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Now, here is Russell. 6 points for him. Pass to Noel. The dish now to McDaniels. Passes to Noel. With Samart. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Taurean Prince. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Russell. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Outside, Bane. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. And so it's Minnesota in control. All right, people, thank you.
The Timberwolves, 22. And Chris Paul has the crowd for the Milwaukee.
We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. They've got Kyle Anderson. Also, Naz Reid out there. And it's Noel in at the small forward. The Grizzlies trail by 9. Williams sets a screen for Jones. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got the first bucket of the third here for the Grizzlies.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Minnesota now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Clock at 6. Pass to McLaughlin. Shoots the 3. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A three-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Edwards. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now here's Jones. Clark finds Green. Off target from outside. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Down low. And the pass to Noel. Back to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. Over Jones. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Grizzlies trail by 9. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Green dishes to Williams. And then Williams slams it in.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Rivers, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. He hangs, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Richard, as soon as your playing career ended, you got right into this business, into broadcasting. When did you decide that this would be the next step?
Well, the first time is when I thought I was going to be out the league, and so I started doing more and more work until I retired in 2018. So it started way before I retired.
That laid the groundwork for you. Good job. Here's Rivers. Grizzlies making the shot. Forbes, the pass to Anderson. Back to Forbes. Over Jones. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Really thought he had this one, and the defense, they were giving it to him.
No good from Clark.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And Forbes kicks to Rivers. For 3. And Bryn Forbes hits a 3. Forbes has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the shot goes in.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here is Forbes to the inside. Williams with the steal. On the wing, Green. Passes it to Conchar. To the paint. Here's Williams. The rebound by Anderson. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Reed. Pass to Noel. Here is Forbes. This one for 3. Rebound by Williams. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Off with the layup. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Here's Noel. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Here's Green. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Timberwolves lead by And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game. Almost like he had a sixth sense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Brandon Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. Then it's Green. And it's Conchar in at the 2 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Russell. Tyus Jones picking up that last basket. Russell against Jones. Russell kicks to Gobert. From down in the low post. It goes. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He's pleased that they're getting consistent points in the paint. He said, in this league, it's not easy to do what you guys are doing. Let's just keep doing it until they stop us. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
We talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
The pass to Edwards. Fires from deep. Brooks grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's in there.
And it's Morant missing. Timberwolves leading by 7. Prince wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Jackson looking around. Brooks finds Adams. Outside, Dane. And the 3 off target.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The feed to McDaniels. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. Here's Jackson. Out to Brooks. Dishes to Adams. Brooks the pass to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Gobert. Kicks it out to Prince. Outside Edwards. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Gobert. He goes up again. Goes up and lays it. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now, here's Payne.
Memphis foul. Stephen Adams. His third personal foul. First team foul.
They throw good, Edwards.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Here is Edwards. Outside, Russell. Back to Edwards. 5 on the clock. And no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Jackson finds Morant. Now Brooks. Back to Jackson. Payne passes to Jackson. Here's Morant. Adams dishes to Morant. Outside, Payne. Tries again. Offensive the rebound.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
It's Edwards on the wing. No good. Great D that time from Payne. Morant passes to Brooks. Fires the 3. Got that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Morant.
Give this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
Now, here is Russell. Clyde Edwards. Driving in, and Edwards with the stop.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed, the agility on display. Morant with a wide open look. Morant with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Russell passes to Prince. Rebounded by Jackson.
And guys, not sure what his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
And you couldn't get a better shot off? Like, come on, you got to make the extra pass. Like, being a teammate will go so far in this league.
Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Oh, impressive drive there by Edwards. Mixing it up with the D to draw the foul while in the act.
So it gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Cool, calm, and collected. Say that 3 times fast. He makes them all and puts this game away.
Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
No luck that time either. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They get it back. Prince fires. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Oh, look out! Look out!
Can I see you? He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And so Minnesota takes the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And care about the mental toughness that this group showed. They were never rattled at all.
It's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams, and it's Brooks in at small forward. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? The drive by Jackson. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
Morant with it. Morant with the slam!
I love his versatility around the rim. That time with the reverse jam.
Mark that one. You know that's going to be replayed over and over again. It's worth it. Leonard for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And we're about a minute into the first. Here's Bane. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. And here's Jackson. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Jackson. Drives to the hoop. Out to Leonard. The three. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Zubac with a screen on Bane. For three, George. Adams grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
The kick out to Morris. George against Morant. Pass to Zubac. George outside. Shot clock at 6. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
It just couldn't make the connection, but you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brent.
NBA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys. He understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
Outside Bane. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
2 minutes remaining.
Jackson outside. Pass to George. Here's Leonard. To end the drought. Just 4 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Oh, Leonard with the block.
That's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Inside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac. The first free throw is good. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. And the shot goes down.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that. And Paul George definitely has the handles.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
I'd like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Leonard can't get it to go. Memphis leading. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Adams. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Out to Leonard. Back to George. Leonard against Brooks. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George.
Paul George doesn't just score. He can pass it as well. He's a great all-around player.
Jackson for 3. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
It just nails
Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up with a graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant. Kicks it to George. Back to Jackson. Leonard outside. Lets it go from deep. And it's Bane with the rebound. And here are the Grizzlies now. Morant finds Brooks. Now here's Jackson. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Brooks outside. Going inside. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Here's Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson, pass to Adams. And Pick and rolls never more prevalent in the league than they are right now. And there's always someone the defense has to leave open in those scenarios, Greg.
Yeah, you know, it's amazing. It's such a simple play, but it's so difficult to defend, especially with the shooting that we now see in the NBA and the great spacing on the floor. It's a play, as you said, every team uses and executes well in their offensive attack.
Bain against George. They need this. And it's Bain with the rebound. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Here's Jackson. That shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Zubac. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist. Zubac has got his second basket of the game.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
From deep, Bain on target from range. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building. It just looks incredible.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Back to Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. On the attack, Morris. From the arc. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Taking 2 shots.
That's off as well, so he misses both. The Grizzlies on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. For so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Back to Bain. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's George. The rebound by Jackson.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And it's slammed in by Adams.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high-percentage shots just like that.
Here's Morris. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. The drive by Bain. Shoots over George. Bain, no good. Jackson on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, go ahead and try to stop Kawhi Leonard, and he'll just move the ball to the open man.
The 3 from Bain. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be right back after this word. With the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. There's the triple. The Clippers grab the miss.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
To the paint. That's tipped. Adams Covington's with the ball. He's picked up by Zubac, and that's an intentional foul. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Pass to Bain. Now Jackson. Good on the 13-footer. Jackson's got 6 points.
Flashing the in-between game. Nice. I mean, Jackson is more than capable of draining this when given the chance.
Out to Powell. It's Covington on the wing. Outside Wall. Powell outside. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Covington. Fires for 3. And it's Bain with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Adams finds Morant. Jackson on the wing. Morant against Wall. Jackson, the pass to Morant. Puts up a 3. Adams stayed with it, but couldn't get it to fall. The Clippers really having a tough go here. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Outside Wall. Out to Covington for 3. Hits the trifecta. Covington's got his first 3 points of the game.
Beautiful stroke off the catch and shoot from Robert Covington that time.
Outside Jones. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Takes the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Here's Powell. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall.
Powell can play with some power. Even at 6'3", 6'4", he's got a good base.
The kick out to Williams. Fires the 3. That one no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Covington passes to Batum. Batum against Jones. Pass to Aldama. And here is Williams. Outside Jones. Back to Williams. Shot clock at 5. Here's Conchar. Powell covers. The baseline J. And the shot falls short that time.
Relaxed defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
That's tough to take as a defender. You've got position, and you still get beat.
And Terrence Mann, after being a role player in his first couple of seasons, we're starting to see him get a larger chunk of duties for this team.
Yep, count it.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Outside Wall. Outside Covington. Launches it. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers. And Brent Terrence Mann has embraced the added responsibility.
Yeah, he plays a great combination of the 2 and the 3 spot. And I just love the confidence that Terrence Mann is building, becoming more of a scorer and becoming more of an attack threat. He came in as a pass-first guy. Now he doesn't pass too many of those opportunities up.
Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Covington's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight, taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ballgame.
Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And he dunks it down.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Pass to Covington. Here's Wall. Jones grabs the board.
Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
First personal foul. Second team.
That one misses. So both teams changing it up here. He hits the second from the line. Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Jackson. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Tyus Jones. He's out there with John Conchar. And it's Clark in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Here's Williams. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback. Clark's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
There's Jackson with the 3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Leonard's got his 3rd assist of the night.
He's a confident guy, and he's got a solid 3-point shot, so Jackson rises and fires.
Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Jackson, pass to George. And he drops it in from the low post.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through, and it takes on the contact.
Jones against Jackson. Here's Aldama, back to Williams. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Clock at 6. Tipped. George outside. Morris with it. Checked by Brooks. George, no good.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
George against Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 is up. Buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
And that's part of what makes Jackson Jr. so dangerous. He's great inside, but can also shoot from the perimeter.
And stolen by Bain. Brooks finds Bain. Here's Adams. Right side Morant. The 3 ball. Gets the 3 to fall. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff, and you got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
From behind the arc. Memphis the rebound. The 3 from Bain. They get it back. Adams. Brooks from outside with the tip. It's good on the putback.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
Oh, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Morris passes to George. Morris, a screen on Bain. To stop the run. Soft touch off the glass. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Morant. Morant missing again.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Grizzlies.
The coaching staff has to be happy with the way they've limited their turnovers here.
Yeah, BA, that's hashtag facts. Just tremendous patience and self-control.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Ja Morant.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Morris, a screen on Morant. Jackson, pass to Morris. George outside. From downtown. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
Leonard passes to Jackson. Back to Leonard. This one for three. Fires hitting the triple.
Really good job by Reggie Jackson, just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Pass to Bain. It's tipped. In transition, here come the Clippers. The three, George. And knocks down the three.
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. Now Morant. And so the big win by Memphis in a tight game. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
Welcome to 2K Sports. Here we go. Tip off goes to Minnesota. Here are the five for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubas. And it's Jackson in at the point. Now here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards. Always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
On the wing, Morris. Defended by Towns. On the wing, George. Towns with the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Outside, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Leonard. And McDaniels with the block. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
That one on George.
Boy, young talents like Anthony Edwards, so exciting to watch. You know, you've got to adapt to the NBA and continue to grow and reach your potential. But there's this infectious joy and a great smile that he plays with.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Buries it from three-point range.
If Jackson finds a shot at the arc, look out. This guy has become very consistent from out there.
Outside, Towns. Passes it to McDaniels. Leonard with the steal. Jumps up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Tremendous effort getting the steal, then getting the ball up the court.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Now here's Edwards. To the left side wing. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Shot from 12. The Timberwolves again can't hit. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history. Not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Now here's Jackson. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Drills it from outside. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
And little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Timberwolves passing it around. Gobert finds Edwards. Just 4 to shoot. They need this. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Clippers leading by 4. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Now here's Leonard. He has 5.
Well, defense had nothing for Kawhi Leonard. Nice jam.
1:52 left to play in the first. Of course, there's some pretty cool stories right there about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Jackson gets the bucket.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
For 3, Edwards. A shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Zubac with the screen for Jackson. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Russell kicks to Edwards. They need this one. Gobert trying to get open. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Great open look there.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
34 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Russell from long range. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, it's important that D'Angelo Russell keep making shots from deep. This is an aspect of his game he's starting to sharpen.
Jackson finds Leonard. Back to Jackson. Three-pointer. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Towns for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. The shot, no good. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers lead by 9. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. George passes to Morris. And here is Zubac. A shot's good on the assist by Morris. Zubac has got his first 2 points of the night. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Oh, here's Edwards. Following the miss by Marcus Morris. And the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. From deep, George. That one doesn't go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Edwards kicks to Towns. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Russell against Morris. Russell dishes to Edwards. Nifty move. Wow, hammering it in.
A little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
Here's Morris. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
What we know about Taurean Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
Now here's Jackson. 6 points for him. And again, no good by the Clippers. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. The 17-footer goes down.
Outstanding pass, on time and on target.
Clippers leading by 8. Outside, George.
2 minutes.
In the corner, it's Morris. Jackson passes to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Takes the 3. Here's Zubac. And Morris throws it down.
Well, at 6'9" with good athleticism, dunking not a problem for Mr. Morris. Give him some space, and he makes you pay.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. For Minnesota, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
And the second free throw, good. Now Jackson. A minute 20 left to play in the first half. And Morris throws it down.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Here's Noel, defended by George. Now the pass to McLaughlin. Out to the right wing, just 5 on the clock. Here's Anderson. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Anderson's got his second basket of the night.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Up top, Leonard, guarded by Prince. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Over Leonard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. To the middle. Pass to Zubac. And here's George for 3. It's not going to go for him. And we finish one half of basketball. Thanks so much, Jim. We'll step after a very lopsided first half. We'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the 3. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Powell. Outside, Wall. Covington passes to Wall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. And if he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
Now, here is Russell. Gobert with a screen on Wall. Just 5 to shoot. Russell dishes to Gobert. Powell pulls it in.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And here's Wall outside. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 12. And there's the foul. It'll go on Terrence Mann. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Russell looking around. He kicks to McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Batum grabs the miss. And so Powell will bring it up for the Clippers. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Minnesota making a switch here. Noel's checked in. Powell. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
It's deflected. Covington with the steal. Over to the wing. Pass to Wall. Takes it out to Covington. Powell, the pass to Covington. Here's Wall, and it's sent back by Russell. Here's McDaniels. Scores after the quick crossover. McDaniels got his first bucket of the night.
Just good, aggressive drive from him that time. Found a hole in the D and went straight to the rim.
Pass to Mann. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. To the paint. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Outside Russell. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
McDaniels with the ball. There's Noel, and the lead is down inside single digits.
So you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Outside Covington. Drives to the hoop. And that one, good. And the Clippers lead by 10.
Well, make no mistake, Robert Covington is a big-time athlete. Puts it on the deck and finishes.
And the Timberwolves call time. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Prince is checked in for McDaniels. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. Here's Noel for the 3. And that one is off.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
And here's Prince outside. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The pass to Powell. From the arc. Sinks the triple. Howell's got the lead up to 13 now for the Clippers.
This guy is always shot ready. Norman Powell's instincts as a scorer are exceptional.
Pass to Reed. The dish to Prince. Feeds it to Anderson. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they roll goaltender.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Anderson. The kick out to Wall. Stolen by Anderson. Here's Noel. Sweet move. And he drives in.
That 7-foot wingspan and the versatility of Nick Batum send it back.
Here's Mann. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They've been playing. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, but the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
All right, David, thanks. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one spot. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. And the Clippers lead by 17. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
And finished off by Edwards.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Out to Morris. From past the arc. Knocks it loose.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that's it.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Paul George.
And that one misses.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
It's stolen by Edwards. Got a piece of it. Russell dishes to Gobert. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Drops in the layup for two.
Oh, just it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Launches it. Anthony Edwards with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 11. Here is George. Leonard on the wing. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Outside Jackson. 6 to shoot. And here's George for 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And here is Zubac. Outside, George kicks it to Leonard. Outside, George. Leonard the pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. George with no one around. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Morris has got 3 assists in the game. .153 left in the fourth quarter. Edwards inside, defended by George. Stolen by George. Outside Jackson. Here's the 3. Not going to go that time. And Minnesota will come the other way. Edwards with it. Leonard picks him up.
Boy, with the kind of motor Edwards plays with, doesn't give the defense much of a chance to catch him in transition. Nicely done, Anthony.
Passes it to George. Trey kicks it out to Leonard. There's the pass to George. Fires the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Clippers.
And really an overall dominant performance when you look at how they controlled the game from top to bottom.
Yeah, they definitely had a game plan that was successful. Very nice job at doing what had to be done to take care of business.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Leonard.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Now Russell. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Misses, and he wants that one back.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
A 3 from Leonard. And they get it back. Zubac the pass to Jackson. Morris kicks to George. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And that replay showed just how forceful that block was.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
The Timberwolves were all business as they came through the tunnel, determined to give their fans a reason to celebrate tonight. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Brooks. Into the lane. And that one is hammered home.
The way Brooks gets by people, he varies the pace of his dribble to keep you guessing. And some will remember that Desmond Bain was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Edwards against Bain. 5 to shoot.
Shot is good by Edwards. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bain earlier in the draft, Smitty.
B.A., the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And Morant clears the board. Edwards is gone. 1 of 3 shooting so far. Morant against Russell. Right side Bain. Launches it. On target from range.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bain needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
Pass to Towns. Towns, a screen on Bain. Edwards can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And the basket by Bain. Bain's got 5 points.
A skilled shooter like Desmond Bain also loves playing inside.
Towns on a screen. Russell to pass to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Got a piece of it. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Back to Brooks. Outside Bain. And the dunk by Jackson.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Russell to end the run. Connects from downtown.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Outside Bain. Brooks with it. Launches a three. He drops it from range. Brooks has got his second bucket on the night.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Russell a screen on Brooks. McDaniels can't hit. Memphis has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. And stolen by Edwards. Takes it inside. And Edwards slams it in.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
This seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. BA, they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Russell against Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
Minnesota has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Outside Edwards. And we've got 28 seconds left in the opening quarter. The whistle blows. It's going to be, and here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
People were worried that
the previous play is under review.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
And what has made D'Lo a max player? He puts constant pressure on the defense.
7 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. From deep, Morant. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of one quarter of... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you think, guys?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Now here's Russell. Takes a 3. Counted from distance. Russell's got 8 points.
Love the decision by Gobert. Finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Here's Morant. Morant with the slam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Russell from deep three-point land. And that misses. misses. That would have put him up. Memphis leading. Bain, the pass to Jackson. Back to Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Adams. Up top, Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's a smooth athlete. Even on a straight dunk, you can see Jaren's ease of movement in the air.
Russell against Moran. Russell, that's good. He's got 10.
What an incredible ankle breaker to help create space for his shot.
Here's Morant. Outside Bain. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 6. The 3 is up. Here's Adams. There's Jackson with the 3. Drills it from deep. Jackson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
There is the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
On the wing, Noel, guarded by Bain. Now here's Towns. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Morant. Wow! Crazy good!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Now here's Russell. He's got 10. Towns for 3. Kept alive. It's McDaniels on the wing. Tries again. Tries yet again. The shot comes out. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Right wing. Back to Bain. Morant finds Bain. Outside for Morant. Over Towns. Morant, no good.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Here's Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got 12 points in the game.
I like Russell's intensity. Getting some contact, but not backing down.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. On the wing, Bain. No good. A bit long that time. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the left side wing. Towns for 3. Nails it from 3. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Such an effective big man. Towns isn't just a post-up threat. He can hurt you off the catch.
And here's Morant. 6 points for him. They swipe it. 30 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They now take the lead. Russell's got 9 points in the quarter.
The aggressive move by Russell. He's got the deep bag of tricks. So tough to stop.
Bain finds Morant, looking to win the run. And then Morant with the jam.
BA, I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Outside McDaniels, out to the right wing. And so it's D'Angelo Russell making
the Grizzlies, 25.
As we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
We've got got Jalen Noel, Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin, and it's Prince in at small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's McLaughlin. And legacies are defined in the playoffs, game to game. What's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
For BA, I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he knocks down the first one. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. Williams is checked in for Memphis. Good on both.
We've seen him put a lot of pressure on the defense and then cash in at the line.
Here's McLaughlin. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Williams passes to Jones. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Jones hits them both. The Timberwolves trail. Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Now here's Edwards. The D's right on him. And stolen by Williams. Green, the pass to Jones. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Now Edwards, 6 points for him. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Noel, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rivers comes in for McLaughlin. Outside, Green. Goes up at the elbow. And he recovers it. And the ball out of play. Timberwolves will have it. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Rivers' shot is off. And here's Memphis. 9 points in a row. A good run going. Williams finds Clark outside for Green. Here's Conchar. Back to Green. Pass to Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. Minnesota with a rebound. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Here's Rivers. Pass to Reed. Back to Rivers. Another shot. Jones with some nice D. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Here's Williams. Uses the glass on the layup.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Not just hanging out on the perimeter. Prince showing his versatility and can challenge you at the rim.
And he commits the intentional foul. D'Angelo Russell, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. On defense, the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Clark, the pass to Williams. Now Green, pocket 4. Sends it home from three-point land.
I love the elevation Danny Green gets on his jumper. Makes it tough to defend from distance.
The 3 from Russell. Tries to spin move. Pass to Prince. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. And it's Memphis the other way. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Clark, the pass to Jones. Stolen by Reed. Outside Russell. To the wing, right side. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Grizzlies out in front. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Grizzlies, we've got Brandon Clark. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Williams in at the 4. Now here's Russell. Back to Noel. Beyond the arc. No good that time. Memphis has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Left side, Green. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 13.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Conchar. Here's Williams. Anderson covers. And Williams punches it home.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. Love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
And now we present our new balanced player of the game, Desmond Bane.
And what an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on him. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
As always, Allie, but thank you. Now here's Morant. Let's go with a 3. Offensive rebound. Pass to Brooks. Now Morant puts up a 3. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the fourth, and it's working.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch. Looking to rack up points in chunks.
And Edwards slams it in.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Pass to Adams. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Russell. Here we go, one-on-one. Bane against Edwards. Russell with the ball. Fires for 3. Brooks with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Bane. Back to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson on the wing. Brooks outside. Over McDaniels. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Pass to Russell. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. And Edwards slams it in.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Up top, Morant, guarded by Russell. No one covering. And the Grizzlies lead by 19.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Grizzlies.
Loved how much they moved the ball out there tonight.
Yeah, no one got left out. This was a real team effort.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Edwards uses the glass to finish the layup.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Memphis has gone 4 of 5 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Jackson outside. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
One positive takeaway, at least they're finally showing signs of life out there.
They put together some great possessions here at the end. It's a shame they could have used this run much earlier.
And here's Minnesota now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Edwards. And it's Bain with the rebound. Spins. Morant finds Adams. Outside Bain. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a